Hello and welcome back to Henry Feast's gameplay tutorial. We'll go over some of the gameplay to teach you how you will actually play the game and finally win the game. Or you may actually lose the game. So let's start off by looking at the game board. On the top left corner, what you have are feast recipes. These are the recipes which are Henry's favorites. So you must make at least one. If you do not make any of the recipes, or all of the recipes rather, you will get 0 points at the end of the game and will be disqualified. So that's one of the main points of the game, that one feast dish is mandatory. Then going to the right, what you have is the market. The market has all of the ingredients. There are two cards each, and the market can run out. So if the two cards are taken away by someone, then it will be unavailable till the cards are returned. We'll come back to how they're returned. The chef's corner is where there's a display and 4 recipes are displayed by default. The recipes are face up so everyone can see them. Each recipe, as you can see, has a name, a course, a difficulty, and what it takes to make the recipe. There are 3 types of recipes: easy, medium, hard. Easy will have 3 ingredients that are needed to make the recipe. Medium has 4 and hard has 5. So in this scenario, aloo tikki, which is an appetizer, is a medium and has 4 ingredients that are required to actually cook the dish. The symbols on top of the ingredients are for just easy reading, so they do match all the symbols that you're going to pick up from either the market or the stockroom. Then what you have on the left here are the bonus recipes. Each of the bonus recipes are actually easy entrees. They all have 3 ingredients, and each of them will give a specific bonus. For example, omelette gives station, rice with egg pantry, lemon rice sachets, and khichdi hand limit. Now these were selected randomly, so they may change game to game. Then at the bottom here, we have the stockroom deck. The stockroom deck is actually going to be played off the board. On the left is going to be the stockroom discard pile, and on the right you have the stockroom deck. Stockroom deck currently has 2 cards each. When you begin the game, 2 ingredients each of each type. The rest were used to start the game, and they were given to each player's pantry. These will simply become part of the stockroom deck when they're shuffled in. So the way the stockroom deck will be played is every turn, you're going to take a specific number of cards from the stockroom deck. If you choose to go to the stockroom, you're gonna place them on its right, something like this. Now in Tabletopia, you can just take 5 or take 6 or whichever, however many cards you need to take, and then press F to flip them over. Then going over to the player board, we have actually, let's go back to the game board and just quickly mention there's a tracker here for first player and a last call. Last call round is going to be the second last round of the game, and we will come back to that. Then on the player board, you have your stations. This is where you will cook the dishes. So the stations are actually, they hold ingredients more like a solitaire style. So the way to put them on the board is you need to show the ingredient's name itself, and just when you're putting them on the station, just stack them up so it's fairly easily visible to everyone. The pantry is your own personal pantry. It is used to store the ingredients. So it does have a size. The size in the starting of the game is 5. The stations you have are 2, as we explained in the last video. So you have the feast dish marker, You have your satchels. Satchels is what you use to go to the market. So the starting satchel size of 2 means when you go to the market, you can get back 2 ingredients. And you have a hand limit of 1. Hand limit of 1 means you are also going to get peak/steel top. The hand limit, all the options here always refer to what you can do when you visit Chef's Corner. So peak/steel top refers to looking at the top card of the cookbook or stealing it. Now in Tabletopia, to make it easier to play, we have disabled the actual hand and provided a hand and victory pile board for all the players. The left side is the hand, the right side is the victory pile. So in order to look at any of the cards, you're going to basically move them to your hand. Now, obviously, because I am not the red player, in this game I am the blue player, so when I moved it, it just disappeared. So only the player whose color it is on can see the card. So let's just, for a sake of demo, go to blue. So we can actually put it here. And as you can see, I can see it, I can flip it, but nobody else can. So when returning, you can simply flip it again and then return it to the cookbook. That's going to be similar to your peak action. Now in the actual gameplay, you are supposed to shuffle before returning this card to the deck, but for Tabletopia's purpose, just honesty prevails. Just do it so that you do not see the recipe that is below this card. The reason is, as you can notice, each of the recipe, it tells you on the back whether it's easy, and it also tells you the course. Now the reason that's important, what I did not mention, when you can get victory points at the end of the game, you will see that making a specific combo, such as appetizer, appetizer, dessert, and entree, is going to give you more victory points. The rest, I think we already went over the tokens, and that's your game components. We will next go over the actual gameplay and how to begin playing the game.